What's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Nature Kid Chris. Welcome to the Nature family. You know what I'm saying, y'all? As y'all can see, man, it's all God doing this, man. We just hit 200K on TikTok, man. I'm just so proud of myself just being in this position and how God is working, man. It's all God doing this. It's not me. It's God, man. I give all glory to Him because without Him, I wouldn't be in this position. And without y'all, I wouldn't be in this position because y'all really watch me every day, and I'm just grateful how y'all want to listen to my voice every day because, man, people used to call me weird, crazy, and everything, and I never let that get to me. I never let it faze me because God knew who I was. God know who I am. They don't know me. I know who I am, and God know who I am. You have to understand that God is within you, you know? The universal God, man. God created everything around here, man. You need to be grateful that you have a roof over your head. You have some clothes. You have a bed. You have a blanket. You have a pillow. Because where would you lay your head at? You have to understand this. Wherever you lay your head at in this life, you will be on that journey. Did you hear what I said? Wherever you lay your head at, wherever you lay your head, and I'm not talking about on the pillow, I'm talking about mindset, mentally, spiritually. Wherever you lay your mind at, man, that's what journey and that's what path you going down. You have to become aware of what you doing. But today's video is going to be about life is like raindrops. And what I mean by that, reason why I say life is like raindrops, when it rains, raindrops come down one at a time, but it look like a big sheet of it when we look at it, when it's all coming down, big sheet. But reason why it rains, reason why I say life is like raindrops, it travels. What does rain do? It has a job, it has a purpose. It has to feed the grass, it has to feed the dirt, it has to feed the soil, it has to feed the things. The sun, it has a purpose. It has to shine on the grass. But does the grass complain? No. The grass die. But guess what? The grass got a purpose too. It grows back. You know why? The sun and the rain. Rain, dirt, soil, sun. They have a purpose. Everything you see on earth has a purpose. Deodorant, purpose. Phone, purpose. Computer, purpose. Everything that you have in your room right now, it has a purpose in it. It has a purpose. It has it's this, everything that you have in a room is manifestation. It's imagination. It's all about creation in the mind. You create what you want in this mind. You make what you want in this mind. Imagination is important, but you have to have faith. You have to have faith. Without faith, you won't have an imagination. You won't visualize yourself in that position because you walking by sight. You walking by sight. That's why everything keep bad things happening to you, because you walking by sight. You don't have a goal. You not even trying to work on yourself. You just doing what the world is doing because you walking by sight. Whatever you see, you going to do what they're doing because you feeling like that's the wave. You feeling like that's a good trend to hop on, and it's not a good trend. That trend right there is damaging you slowly. It's killing you on the inside, man. Y'all, when y'all actually heal yourself, your life flow like raindrops. And I wrote this down at 4 in the morning. I wrote this down at 4 in the morning. God put this on my heart. I wrote this down 4 in the morning last night. 4:22, around 4:30. God made me write this down. But I'm not going to get to it yet. But I just want to tell y'all, because life is like raindrops, man. You flowing. You got to go do something. You got to work your way back home. You got to work your way back home. You have to work your way back home. The reason we got here was through our mother womb. And God allowed us to come through our mother's womb. That's a door. God brought us through that door. We was clean. We was fresh. But guess what happened? As we got in the world around these people that was distracted, getting us distracted, we started doing what they doing. Now we all dirty. We all dirty now. We not clean how we was when we first born. The things that you do, like I just said, wherever you put your mind at, you pick that up along the journey. You have to be prepared and aware of what path you going down. Because right now, you probably don't know what path you're going down. This video right here is going to be powerful. Whoever click on this video, you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this energy. Because life is like raindrops. You have to work your way back home. You have to work your way back home. You have to work your way back home. How are you going to do that? You have to change who you are. You have to find your way back home like raindrops. Raindrops gotta go to the grass. It gotta go to the dirt. It gotta go to the soil. As it go down, it's not just in the road. It's in the road, but guess what else it's in? It's in the grass and the soil. It's feeding. It's doing its job. You need to find out what you need to do. You have to work your way back home. The way God brought you here clean, you need to work your way back home the same way he brought you here, clean. And I'm about to get to that soon because you have to work your way back home. You have to enjoy the journey. You have to enjoy the journey. You have to enjoy the journey cleansing yourself. And that's why I say life is like raindrops, because raindrops is what? It's cleansing the grass. You know how much the grass be dead? It didn't have a lot of rain that time. It didn't have nobody showering over him. It didn't have nobody trying to help it. It had to sit there in the sun. Probably ain't have no rain for a couple of days or not, but it's still growing because the sun has a purpose. Now the rain come in. Now that's when it grow faster. It keeps going because it's planting seeds. You gotta start doing that for yourself. You can't sit here and be sitting there in the grass. You can't sit there and be in the sun all day and you not watering your seed. Did you hear what I said? You can't be sitting in the grass all day. And I'm telling you, you like grass too. You can't be sitting like some grass. You can't be sitting in the sun all day. AKA as meaning, you can't sit in your room all day in a dark place. You can't sit in your room all day without a goal or dream or faith. Without watering your seed. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. It's patience. Once you plant the seed and water your seed and get in some sun, get in the light, and AKA, the light means God and you. Did you hear what I said? The light is God and you. Did you hear what I said? Hopefully you enjoying this wisdom that I'm speaking out, because this is God speaking through me. This is him. This is God doing that. It ain't me talking. That's God. You can't sit in your room all day thinking that your goal is finna magically happen. No, because you sit in a dark place. You're not trying to get the sun. You're not trying to water that seed. You have to water that seed. Nobody else is going to water it for you but you and God. You have to have faith. You have to start imagining yourself and visualizing yourself in that position. Because this up here is powerful. This is a powerful thing. Once you learn that this is a powerful thing, I promise you, you're going to be unstoppable. Because God gave us a brain. He gave us a mind. He gave us eyes. You a chosen one. You're not going to have friends. You're not going to have a girlfriend. You're not going to have a boyfriend. Because they can't handle that light that you have. You came around them to experience them, to learn something from them. You were chosen one. You in isolation season for a reason. You by yourself in the summer for a reason. You losing friends one by one fast. You losing them fast. But this is what I'm telling you. You are a raindrop. You are a raindrop. You have to find your way back home. When the raindrops got here, God sent them down, sent the beautiful raindrops. Because you know why? It has a mission. It has a purpose. It got to figure out what it has to do. But it know what it needs to do when it come down to earth. Oh, yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get in that soil. I'm finna get in these grass. I'm finna help it grow. The trees, the everything. You get it? A tree went from being in the ground. Super low. Did it complain about its life? No. Now you look at a tree like, dang, man, that mother tall, it's big. But guess what? It went from all the way to the ground, but it had to grow. It went through a lot along the journey. It learned some things. Kept growing, kept growing, kept growing, kept growing. A tree don't care what you say to it. Because guess what? It's going to do what it needs to do. It has a purpose. That tree ain't worrying about what you talking about. So you should become a tree. Why should you care about what others talk about? You know what you need to do. A tree know what it needs to do. It has a purpose. But this is what I got to say. I wrote this down at 4 a.m. I said, our life is like raindrops. We have to work our way back home. Enjoy the journey cleansing ourselves. We are humans. We got one law here on earth. You have to work yourself back home. God brought us through a door, and that's our mother's womb. And God has one restriction. You better be as clean when you get back home. When he put us here on earth, you are not a murderer or a thief. You picked that up along the journey. God is telling you, don't you get distracted on earth just because you see everyone else getting distracted on earth. Doesn't mean you should get distracted. Sometimes they will get you distracted, and God will say you can't come in this house looking like that. God didn't say you couldn't come in. He don't want you to come in that house looking the way you looking. He didn't say you couldn't come in. He wants you to be as clean as he brought you to earth. You have to understand that. And when I tell you that, God brought you to earth clean. He knew you was going to sin, but he also knew that you was going to change your life around. That's why I said in this right here, what God told me to say, don't get distracted. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Just because you see them getting distracted doesn't mean you should go volunteer and be in there. Because I'm telling you that now, if you go in there, you're going to get so distracted to the point to where you ain't gonna know what to do. He wants you to be as clean as he brought you to earth. So now you have to work your way back home. That's why you went through the things you went through in your past. Because you here now. You here now. You here now. You have to fix who you are in order to work your way back home. And once you work your way back home, you learn new things about yourself. Because you flowing. You flowing like water. You flowing like raindrops. You working your way back home. And that's all I gotta say, man. I hope y'all picked up this knowledge and this wisdom, because God made me wrote that down at 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning. Hopefully y'all pick this knowledge and wisdom up. And I just want to say thank y'all. I want to thank y'all, and God want to thank y'all as well. He appreciate y'all every day. He with y'all along the journey every time. Everything that you do, he's with you. Just know that. You just have to go within yourself. It's for you to see. It's up to you. You know when you want to fix your life. You know when you want to do it. Nobody else does that for you. God called you so many times, but you haven't picked up that phone yet. This video is going to be a deep message, and I hope y'all really tune in, because this right here go hit your soul. It's gonna make you think. I read that from my heart, from the soul. You go feel this message because it's God talking. And I hope y'all really enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. I love you, and God love you as well.